Welcome back to my Legends Expanded Universe chronological timeline rating, where I go through the expanded universe according to my personal timeline order and rank each and every individual piece of media on a 10-point scale. And today I have the tale of Shoaneb Culu, Shoaneb Culu being one of those characters from the Tales of the Jedi comics. This story was written by George R. Strayton and was found in the Tales of the Jedi Companion. It was written by Weston Games and published in 1996. This story basically just gives some background on her species, which her species is called Moraliku. And if you've played Knights of the Old Republic or SWTOR, or really been a fan of the old Weston Games material, or read the KOTOR comics, you'll know who the Moraliku are. The Moraliku show up even in the Dark Forces game. They're a species that are blind, so their other senses are heightened. And so it gives some background on why they're blind, and a bit about their people and their planet. And it just tells you about their culture and how they adapted to being without their eyes. And then it starts to actually talk about Shoaneb Culu and how when she got off of her homeworld, she found it very hard to adapt and she'd be very confused all the time as she was traveling throughout the galaxy. But then she found her way to the Jedi to train with them. And now it's slipping my mind who she trained with exactly. I think it was Vodo Sios Bass who she trained with, but I could be mistaken. That's slipping my mind now. But she's training with the Jedi, and she wants to learn very quickly, and she wants to learn everything. So since she wants to learn everything, the Jedi Master there is very concerned that it's because she's power hungry, and he's worried that she could be like going to the dark side and stuff like that. But then it turns out that she just wants to be a teacher. So since she just wants to be a teacher, that eases his mind, and he's like, oh, if you want to be a teacher, it's fine then, you'll be good. And then he gives her a final test, and she passes it, and then she, by the end of the story, she's passed her final test, she's gotten the green light from the Jedi Master, and she's going to be on the Strike Force going to Onderon with Nomi Sunrider and Tay Dieth and Kithkark and Kurl Talk. I think that's all the Jedi who were on it. It's 5 of them, if I remember correctly. And they're going to Onderon. So this sets up the next story arc, which will be the Frida Nad uprising on Onderon. And so I will talk about those issues next time. But is the story good? It's fine. It's mediocre. I'd call it very middle of the road. I don't think it's great. It spends a long time focusing on the species background rather than her character. So we don't get a lot of new insights into the character of Shoaneb Culu, which in the story that's about Shoaneb Culu, the tale of Shoaneb Culu, you're not getting a lot. But that being said, is it bad? It's not bad. I'd give it a 2 out of 10. It's fine. It's decent. It's decent. But it is nice that the end of the story has her embarking on the mission, because that perfectly leads right into the Frida Nad Uprising comics, which I'll talk about next time. But before I let you go, I'd like to shout out my friend Marcel Ryan, the Revanchist. He's on YouTube, and he has an audio drama reading of this story with music. He has different voices for the characters, and he reads the entirety of the short story on YouTube. It's only like 6 minutes for this reading, so if you've never read this story before, but you'd like to know what the story was about, beyond my summary, then go over there. The link will be in the description of this video, and you can have the entirety of the story read for you. And even though it's only mediocre, I would say go listen to the reading. It's a pretty good reading of the story. All of his readings are very good. And it elevates the story from above being mediocre. But, I didn't like this one. Maybe some people did. Let me know. Did you like The Tale of Shoaneb Culu? Was it better than a 2 of 10? Was it worse than a 2 of 10? Or did you agree with my ranking? Let me know.
Honey.